Hi, I'm Rod. Welcome to my channel. Today I am going to be listening to Ozzy Osbourne perform Flying High Again. This is the official music video. So let's get straight into it. I do like this song. I like a bit of Ozzy. I know a lot of, probably most people think this is about getting high, taking drugs. I'm not convinced that that's the case. I'll go more into that after the video's finished. We had a nice solo there from Randy Rhoads. I think at this point everything's probably clicking for Ozzy, and let's just say his career is flying high again. So that was Flying High Again. By Ozzy Osbourne. Yeah, so I like this song. We had Randy Rhoads there. Randy's got lots of worshippers out there. I think Randy's classical guitar really went a long way to making him stand out in the metal scene. I'm a strong believer in people who want to stand out in this scene should get some kind of training in a different genre, whether it's jazz, classical, whatever. I think it will help people to stand out from everybody else, and Randy did do that. I'm not one of his fanboys that think he's the greatest guitarist ever to have walked the earth, but he was a great guitarist, and I think a big part of that came from his classical training. So the song itself is a good song, what you would expect from Ozzy. Most people associate the title Flying High Again with getting high. It's Ozzy. Ozzy did a lot of drugs particularly when he was younger. First off, he didn't write the lyrics to this song, and I suspect there are mentions of drug use in it, but it's not about drug use per se. It's about how his career is flying high again. He went from being on top of the world as the frontman of Black Sabbath to being kicked out and potentially being a nobody again, to getting a band together and putting out a great album, Blizzard of Oz, which for me is my favourite of Ozzy's albums, and I think it is one of the great metal albums. If I was putting together a list of my favourite metal albums, Blizzard of Oz would be on it, for sure. I know people who think this is his best album, but for me it's Blizzard of Oz. And I think the whole thing about Flying High Again may be about his career has taken off. He's on top of the world again. He's flying high. He's in demand. So that's just my thoughts. I'm not one of those people that believe every song is written about drugs or sex. There are lots of other things people write songs about. Maybe it is about drugs, but for me one of the clues is that it wasn't Ozzy that wrote the lyrics. It was actually Bob Daisley. I have read somewhere, I don't know whether it's true, that when Bob Daisley wrote it, it was about some disease or mental health issue. Maybe it was something like bipolar or something, where one day you're flying high, full of energy, and the next day you're just completely down. I had a friend with bipolar, and it was just like he could be two different people completely, depending whether he was up or down. So yeah, I guess at the end of the day people are going to read into it whatever they want to read into it. But a bit about Ozzy. John Michael Ozzy Osbourne is an English singer, songwriter and television personality. I never watched that show, so are more interested in Ozzy's work than his life or any gossip. He rose to prominence during the 1970s as the lead vocalist of the heavy metal band Black Sabbath, during which period he adopted the nickname Prince of Darkness. Osbourne was fired from Black Sabbath in '79 due to alcohol and drug problems, but went on to have a successful solo career, releasing 12 studio albums, the first 7 of which received multi-platinum certifications in the US. Osbourne has since reunited with Black Sabbath on several occasions. He rejoined in 1997 and helped record the group's final studio album 13 in 2013 before they embarked on a farewell tour that ended with a February 2017 performance in their hometown Birmingham. I did see them on that tour, and that was a great concert. Osbourne's total album sales from this year in Black Sabbath, combined with his solo work, are over 100 million. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as a member of Black Sabbath and into the UK Music Hall of Fame as a solo artist and as a member of the band. He has been honoured with stars on the Hollywood Walk of Fame and Birmingham Walk of Stars. At the 2014 MTV Europe Music Awards, he received a Global Icon Award. In 2015, Osbourne received the Ivor Novello Award for Lifetime Achievement in the British Academy of Songwriters, Composers and Authors. So to all those people that value these kinds of awards and things, personally I don't, but to all those people who do, you have to, I think, recognise Ozzy as being a good musician, an influential musician. He's definitely someone who has helped up-and-coming bands get support and get their music out there. So if you think that all these awards apply to your pop music, then you have to apply the same standards to those that you don't like Ozzy. Diary of a Madman is the second studio album by British heavy metal vocalist Ozzy Osbourne. It was released on 7th of November 1981 on the Jet label and reissued on CD on 22nd of August 1995. This is the last Osbourne studio album to feature guitarist Randy Rhoads and drummer Lee Kerslake. To date, the album has sold over 3 million copies worldwide. Flying High is a song written by Ozzy Osbourne, Randy Rhoads, Bob Daisley and Lee Kerslake from Diary of a Madman, released as a single on 10th of October 1981. It was produced by Max Norman. The B-side was I Don't Know. I Don't Know is another song that I like, one of my favourites of his. Gina Baldwin of AllMusic praised guitarist Randy Rhoads for the solo in the song as one of his best. She called Flying High Again a good time heavy metal song that was hard to take seriously, but one of Ozzy's most likeable and memorable songs of his early 80s periods. It reached number 2 on the Billboard Top Tracks chart in 1982 and 2015. Radio station 100.7 WZLX ranked it the 223rd greatest song. Although the song has been assumed to be about marijuana use. Osbourne has stated that the song was inspired by his successful re-emergence as a solo artist after being fired from Black Sabbath and subsequently believing his career was over. To me, that's along the lines. Although marijuana use, most people I have talked to this about, when the people that think it's about drugs tend to think it's about LSD, not marijuana. But that's probably neither here nor there. So we had Ozzy Osbourne on lead vocals, Randy Rhoads guitar, Bob Daisley bass, and Lee Kerslake on drums. So that was Ozzy. I do think Ozzy has been, whether you love him or hate him, he has been one of the most influential figures in heavy metal, and but not also somebody that was influential, but somebody who helped up and coming bands get noticed and to promote them. And that's not something that all bands do. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you would like to support the channel, the best way you can do that is by liking, subscribing and commenting. It all helps, and I hope to see you in another video soon. Thanks for watching.